And I try to live up to what my students teach me. CSLAP wouldn't be a nonprofit today if it weren't for my students pushing me and saying more students need the lessons we get. It shouldn't just be my friends, it shouldn't just be PSGA, it should be many, many school districts across the valley, bringing young people back to give them a place to stand and so you can make a change in your communities. In 2019, I was a graduate student at UCLA, and the way I grounded myself down here in the valley was creating CSLAP as a 501c3 nonprofit. I figured once I got my graduate degree, this would be the pathway to making sure my work stayed here in the valley, bringing the social capital back, making sure that our time and attention is placed down here in the border, not on either coast. I thought March 2020, I was gonna come down for a week for spring break and then get my master's at UCLA, and then we'll see what happened to CSLAP afterward. But the pandemic struck, so we're thinking about change again. Things out of our control happen, but we can make things happen based on our proactive approach to it. CSLAP became a full-time nonprofit right after the pandemic struck, so we could make sure that students got all the resources they deserved. And not just college admissions anymore. We created a community aid committee. We made sure that we could raise money in very much the way you might hear about mutual aid. We did that through our nonprofit. We launched scholarships. We got our near-peer mentorship program expanded nationwide to ensure students beyond the valley can get help. The pandemic, in many ways, crushed small businesses. In many ways, it propelled us forward. A lot of long weeks, 60, 80-hour weeks, making sure that our students were okay. Students were graduating, families were safe. That motivated us to make a change in our communities in ways that we saw our communities were falling short. In some cases, local schools are waiting for federal and state dollars that never came, or that money was never allocated. So how can we make sure a small nonprofit like ours could fill that gap and literally save lives?